Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It is Andrea, your global voice, certified motivational speaker under the mentorship of Dr. Les Brown. Thank you for joining me, and I am also your certified professional organizer, certified small business entrepreneur, and your personal accountability coach. All right, guys. So before we get started, thank you so much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check out this link for more information as I'm constantly working on it and upgrading it. So I am getting back to my A game. What do I mean by that? Getting more disciplined. I have kind of a little bit slightly shifted off of my discipline. I had some shifts in my schedule, shifts in my mindset, and there are certain things that I want to buckle down and achieve and work towards. Having that said, I just recently got my, regular checkup, and all is still a-okay. But you know what's crazy is that when I fell ill in 2016, and you can check out my streams or my information on what happened to get further in detail, check out my playlist. But when I fell ill in 2016, I realized that everything that was happening to me was self-induced. Now, it's a jagged pill to swallow to realize that I wanted to create such conditions that were medically paralyzing, harmful, and restrictive. But when I was able to take my mind outside and think outside the box, shift my perspective, everything that I was investing, focusing, and attributing was towards, well, let me say this. It had repercussions on my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual and emotional health. In other words, I was always focusing on what I didn't have. I was focusing on if I wasn't where I wanted to be at a certain time. I was getting worried about individuals. I was getting stressed about my situations and status at the time. And then after a lot of research, a lot of reading, studying, and reading audiobooks, because I fall asleep as soon as a book opens up, I realized that everything down to the T, whether it be medical, physical, spiritual, emotional, or even my nutrition and wellness, was all attributed to my thoughts. And I was having a conversation with one of my good friends the other day, and we kind of had a reminder of an aha moment of what it takes and what we need to sustain a healthy lifestyle, regardless. I had mentioned a couple of videos back that there's a plant out there for every condition. Check it out. And it's legal, and it's not the one that just became legal. But our ancestries, our history, people before us, before Western medicine, everything was given to us by Mother Earth. And so we kind of narrowed it down and this is nothing you haven't been told, but we're not applying it. So the major key points for health and wellness. Number one, our mindset, our thoughts. What are we focusing on, and what are we putting into our mind and sharing from our mind? Number two, hydration. Our body is mostly of water, so making sure that we have enough water in our system. And it really comes down to what I've studied in the past, at least half your body weight in ounces of water. So for example, if you weigh 100 pounds, you want to drink 50 ounces a day. And it's gradual. I know for me, it's hard to drink water. But if I'm on the road, if I'm traveling, and I'm unable to stop for whatever reason, I always have a bottle of water in my vehicle that I can attribute. And then what I realize is that I feel energetic, I feel vibrant, and I feel good. So we've tapped into our thoughts. Number one, our mind. What matters in our mind matters most because it's matter. Number two, hydration. Make sure that you're well equipped with enough water in your body on a daily basis. Next, we want to talk about the nutrients and what we're eating, fruits and vegetables, but fruits that don't have a high content of sugar. And vegetables, leafy greens are the biggest supplements. Now there's powders out there, of course, but if you could get the raw materials of the produce in the produce section, go for it. Then we look at exercise, being mobile. And I'm not saying that you have to go run 5 miles every morning. I'm saying walk around the block. If you're remote and virtual, make sure that you're standing up. Make sure that you're keeping your feet in motion, whether it's, trying to ride a bike or just kind of lifting up your feet in a marching position without disrupting your meeting. And that every, that you have a timer to allow yourself to be mobile. Next, we want to talk about portion control. They teach us, old school was your portion should be about the size of your fist, which is about equivalent to the size of your heart. And one of the crazy things that we discovered while we were making this adjustment is our plates are huge. Get a small plate, eat that, and then if you're hungry, go for seconds. But at least you're going for seconds of healthy foods, not huge portions where you don't have a balance of all the entities of the 4 major food groups. Then we want to talk about ample sleep. I was listening to a motivational video the other day where they were talking about that there's 24 hours in the day. And the individual was breaking it down that most of us would love to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep, but we usually get 6 to 8 hours or 5 to 7 hours, depending on the individual. So when you divvy that up, then you add on another 10 hours for a daily work shift and then commute back and forth or to debrief on the other flip side. And then it kind of came down, you had still in 24 hours period of time, you still had 8 hours left. And I challenge you, take a challenge, take this test and see how you're utilizing your time, because ample sleep helps you become more productive, powerful, and passionate. Trust me, because if I'm not going to sleep by 10 o'clock, 10:30, and I push the envelope to 11:30 or later, forget it. I'm either sleeping in or my energy is, I'm awake and I'm functional, but I'm not my best self. So to recap, be mindful of the significant areas of your life, of your health, of your body, mind, soul, and spirit. So just to recap, number one, we want to make sure we're mindful of our thoughts, because our thoughts matter and our thoughts become what we think. The late great Bob Proctor. Number two, make sure you hydrate yourself. Make sure that you're getting enough water to sustain your body weight and to cleanse your body every now and then. It's going to help. Number three, the nutrition intake of portion control and healthy foods, lean and grass-fed meats, leafy greens, and fruits and vegetables, not too high in sugar. Number four, ample sleep. And number five, allowing yourself to break. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. My name is Andrea Mason. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.